It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Hi there, this is You Don't Know Jack, and I'm Schmitty, and I am here all for you, just for you, because apparently you couldn't find anybody else to hang out with. Since it's just the two of us tonight, please feel free to let me know what's on your mind, because I certainly will.
One.
This category is heavy virtual petting. You get it right, I'm putting you up $2,000. Well, I guess this being the toys episode and all, there's no escaping those goofy electronic pets that folks seem to love so much. Although I'll never understand it. Having said that, what's the best name for an electronic toy pet that, if properly hatched, fed, cleaned, and medicated, grows up to be a character in a John Irving novel? Tamagonzo, Tamagarthi, Tamaguchi, or Tamagarpi? No, the Gooch was that kid who bullied Arnold around on different strokes.
What you talking about, Willis?
Here's the one the winners pick. John Irving wrote The World According to Garp.
Tamagarpi's unhappy because his wife is having an affair. Crash the Volvo into them. Yay! Tamagarpi feels happy now.
Two.
The category's gonna be communicable playthings. You get this one, you pocket $2,000. Here's the question. Imagine your kid asks for Cooties this holiday. If you can't afford the brand name toy because you spent all your money on booze, but settle for just regular Cooties instead, what will you give to your child? And no, a bottle of bourbon is not the answer. Ticks, lice, spiders, or tapeworms. Cooties are another name for body lice. Ah, yes, Cooties. Truly, the gift that really does keep on giving.
Three.
I'm calling this one Where Hasbro Meets Rothko. You get it right, you get $2K. All right, give me your best shot. Which of the following toys best represents the design of the Guggenheim Museum? Pyraminx, Slinky, Nerf football, or a Chutes and Ladders game? Nerf football. No, but I hear Andy Warhol made a great tight end. That's a little pop comedy there for you, my friends. Don't say I never gave you anything. Well, that'll make an exciting story, won't it? The Guggenheim is in the shape of a spiral. You know, like a slinky. Sometimes I wrap up Barbie in the slinky and pretend she's all confused looking at the Kandinsky.
Four.
This one's called Comes with Scuba Gear. $1,000 at stake on this one. Put it in gear, because here we go. If humans evolve as G.I. Joe dolls did between the 60s and the 80s, what will we be like in the future? We'll all have the ability to speak. We'll all have kung fu grip. We'll all be able to fly. Or we'll all be a third as tall. See, now me, I wouldn't have gone this way. I could have given you some cash if you picked this one. The first G.I. Joe dolls were 11.5 inches tall. The second generation were only 3 3/4, because as everyone knows, with soldiers, the shorter the better. You can fit more in a tank that way. Okay, stretch yourself out and get psyched, because this one's a dis or dat. The category for this dis or dat is The Hustler Plays Psychic Pool. Now, here's the deal. I'm going to read off 7 quotes, okay? And I want you to tell me whether each quote is from Alan Greenspan or a magic 8-ball. As each one appears, if it's a prediction by longtime chair of the Federal Reserve Board, Alan Greenspan, do yourself a favor and press the square button. If it's something a magic 8-ball might say, well, go ahead and press the circle button. And if you don't know, press the triangle to skip it. For each correct answer, you're going to get $1,000. But 1,000 is taken away for each incorrect answer or those you don't get to. Okay, can I get 30 seconds on the clock? Okay, dance with me, baby. Cannot predict now, Greenspan or Magic 8-Ball. Outlook not so good. It is simply not credible. As I see it, yes. Concentrate and ask again. Progress will not be easy. One more. Hedonics are no panacea. Wow, you are on fire there. 7 out of 7. Let's throw this onto your score. That's what you want to see. Okay, let's see what else we got going on.
6.
Coming at you, A Girl's Guide to Head. How does $2,000 sound? Okay, you know those disembodied plastic heads that little girls play with? They put makeup on them and do their hair and stuff. Well, if a series of plastic heads comes out modeled after famous women who have been beheaded, with whose head will little girls not get to play? Lady Jane Grey's, Queen Elizabeth I's, Anne Boleyn's, or Marie Antoinette's?
Your Marie Antoinette head has a dirty face. Well, that's because I like to let mine eat cake.
Yeah, I kind of figured this was going to happen. I just asked the magic 8-ball how this question was going to go, and the answer was outlook not so good. Queen Elizabeth was not beheaded. In fact, she lived to the ripe old age of 70. But, somehow it just doesn't seem right to slap glitter eyeshadow and lip gloss on a 70-year-old virgin.
7,
Up next, gifts for the Pinhead on your list. I'm going to make this one $1,000. See if you can wrap your skull around this. Imagine a Pinhead from the Hellraiser movies writes to Santa Claus. What toy will he most likely request as a stocking stuffer? Rubik's Cube, Play-Doh, Chinese finger prison, or Yahtzee? In Hellraiser, people enter the abode of tortured souls when they solve the puzzle of a Rubik's Cube-like box.
Now, Pinhead, I see here on my list that you've been a very naughty... Oh, a plate of cookies. Here's your cube. Torture away.
8,
Here's a little something I call MAD. Mothers Against Dumb Dolls. Get this one right, you get $1,000. Heads up, here it comes. If a regular old doll wants to hurt a Cabbage Patch Kid's feelings, what can it honestly say? You're adopted. You talk too much. You wet yourself. Or you're wooden. Cabbage Patch Kids are not wooden, but they still do burn pretty easily. I'm afraid I'm not allowed to tell you how I know that. Hey, if you got a minute, take a look at this. The gimmick, or rather one of the many gimmicks about Cabbage Patch Kids, is that they come with adoption papers for kids to fill out. Although thank God you can't adopt real babies at Toys R Us. Just a thought.
9,
The category is Germ Weapons Not Included. $3,000 for this one. Okay, so you've heard of that Hans Christian Andersen fairy tale, The Steadfast Tin Soldier, right? Right, you illiterate monkey? Imagine a toy based on the Steadfast Tin Soldier. Because of the soldier's deformity, which of these accessories might be included with him? A gun with no trigger, binoculars with 3 eyepieces, 1 combat boot, or a really large helmet. Steadfast Tin Soldier only has 1 leg. But if you twist it around backwards, it turns into a rocket launcher, so I wouldn't call him disadvantaged. Get ready, because you're going to play a When Did Happen. All right, I'm going to show you an event like this. Then I'm going to list off 7 other events like this one. All you got to do for each one is tell me whether it happened before or after man first walked on the moon, or if it never happened at all. Buzz in when the correct answer is lit, you'll get $1,000. But be careful, if you buzz in when the incorrect answer is lit, you lose $1,000. Each time you're wrong. All right, let's get this party rolling. The category for this When Did Happen is Machine Washable in Hell. You know, life ain't easy for a lot of toys. Yep, suffering all that torture at the hands of children. That is, until this event. The movie Child's Play introduces Chucky, the vengeful killer doll. Now, tell me if this happened before Child's Play came out, after, or if it never happened at all. Now, that was a lot of fun, huh? Let's see what happened. Nice job, my friend. Let's see how that affects the big picture. Well, I don't know about you, but I really enjoyed that. Shall we get back to the game?
11,
This category is, it's more of a hula belt. $2,000 for a correct answer. Let's see how you handle this one. If the width of your butt is equal to the diameter of your hula hoop, what would be the hula hoop circumference? Pi times half your butt, pi times your butt, pi times your butt squared, or 2 times your butt. A squared butt? How do you find pants that fit? Okay, now here's a good answer. The circumference of a circle is calculated by using the formula diameter times pi. Ugh, damn pi. That's what made my ass so big in the first place.
12,
The category's gonna be with real disembowelo action. I'm gonna give away $3,000 this time. Hey, take a look at this toy catalog and these historical action figures. They're pretty cool. Xerxes the First action figure comes with chariot, iron armor, button on his back for real sword action, and sandals that snap right into chariot floor. What soldiers, sold separately, complete the set? Rough and ready Persian commandos, Greek warrior phalanx, battling Hun mob, or fighting Roman legionnaires? I can't take you anywhere. Okay, let me guess. That hula hoop is too tight around the waist and it's cutting off your circulation? Xerxes I was king of Persia. His army successfully invaded and set fire to ancient Athens before having to retreat. However, with toys, you can, rewrite history a little bit. Like, for instance, my Xerxes guy, he comes up to you and says, "I'm from Persia, and I'm gonna burn your Athens." And Superman says, "No, you can't do that." Pew, pew, pew!
13,
I'm calling this one the Who Cares Bears. Let's see what you'll do for $1,000. Okay, imagine this. It's Christmas morning, and you just can't wait to go downstairs and play with your new Care Bears. Oh, isn't that sweet? Unfortunately, since it's the middle of winter, your Care Bears are all hibernating. Ha ha! Which of the following situations do you not witness? Good Luck Bears, breath stops. Funshine Bears, temperature drops. Tender Heart Bears, heart slows down. Or Bedtime Bear is in a deep, deep sleep. During hibernation, an animal's body temperature lowers, its heart rate slows, and it sleeps for many days or weeks in a row, but never stops breathing. Of course, if Good Luck Bear's breathing really does stop, we could always call him Crap Outta Luck Bear.
14,
This one's called It Takes a Steady Hand. I got $2,000, says you don't know this one. Uh-oh, looks like the operation guy isn't doing so good. This is not a game anymore, huh? His broken heart could really do with some fixing. Given the doll who has a visible heart, who'd make the most likely donor to save the operation guy's life? Holly Hobby, Raggedy Ann, Betsy Wetsy, or Strawberry Shortcake? This is why we can't have nice things. What do you say we check out the right answer? Raggedy Ann has always had a heart. She also has that triangle for a nose. Too bad Operation doesn't have a rhinoplasty card, huh? You're about to embark upon the attack. Hit your buzzer when you see two words that match. $2,000 if you're right, 2,000 off if you're wrong. It's not so hard. Just remember this.
Remember the clue.
It's got to be a match that fits this clue. I'm stuck in a two-dimensional world. Oh well, at least it would make my waistline disappear. game. Player one, I couldn't have done a better job myself because I wouldn't have played by myself. I would have found something else to do, you know? Now, but seriously, player one, and this isn't easy for me to say.
You don't know Jack!
Please express your desire to play again if that is what you desire.
Hey, who likes ice cream?
I do!
Well, that's right, Bobby. And who likes ponies?
I do.
You betcha, Susie. And what about roller coasters?
I do!
You got it, Tommy. And how about pornography?
That's my favorite!
Right on, Grandpa. I think we all know where we're going.
Excellent! Pornography!
You really want fun for the whole family? Then come on down to Uncle Jack's amusement park, betting zoo, ice cream parlor, rifle range, and porn emporium. We know what families like.
Derek Carling was a modern-day prodigy, adding flavor to a bland world.
Derek was able to hear a song just once and then hum it all day. You wouldn't even realize he was doing it. It was like he brought this invisible happiness to our home.
I don't like any kind of music. Classical, rock, jazz, you name it, I don't like it. But Derek, somehow he made it all sound pleasant.
In a background music industry that demanded ubiquitous instrumental medleys, Derek Carling found success immediately.
Derek was a genius. I mean, no one could make shoppers shop longer or workers work harder.
At his height, you couldn't go anywhere without subconsciously hearing Derek's stuff.
Oh, he had groupies.
Until Derek's ego drove him into a nightmarish descent filled with booze and drugs.
He went from audio architect to audio autocrat in about the blink of an eye. He crashed and burned good.
Tonight, Derek Carling's 15 minutes of inharmonious infamy on Behind the Muzak.
Hi, I'm Patrick L. Bender, children's attorney at law. Do the other kids hate you? Do they pick you last in gym? Do they call you fatty, hamburger patty? Let's be honest, kids can be cruel. But thanks to new legal loopholes, you don't have to take it anymore. Just listen to one of my clients.
Yeah, Jean wouldn't trade her bologna for my tuna, so I sued her good.
I'll help you stand up for your rights with teachers, too.
Mrs. Green was always calling on me in class, and I took her to court, and she was crying, and now she doesn't come to school anymore.
Call me, Patrick L. Bender, at 555-KIDS for a free estimate. That's 555-KIDS. Remember, even though you can't spell litigious, you can still take the law into your own grubby little hands.
Psst, hey, listen to this. It's a recording from the planet Mars.
Hey, keep it down. I'm watching a game over here.
Drink. Women, dude. You can't live with them. You can't have sex without them.
Knees.
They bend.
You gotta love knees.
I have 2 of them. And so should you. Knees! Brought to you by the Knee Council.
Psst, hey, listen to this. It's a recording from the planet Venus.
Oh my god, I'm having hot flashes again.
Do these pants make my butt look big? Let's go shopping.
You can put on weight and
make it stay on.
I gained 50 pounds in 2 weeks.
I feel large and in charge.
Watch out, people. Here I come.
Chubba Bubba All Lard and Gravy Sports Drink is the easiest, most delicious way to put on those pounds.
I enjoy a cold Chubba Bubba in the morning, one in the late morning, one at noon, one at 2 o'clock or so, one at dinner, one at the late evening.
It's that easy.
Chug it down, America.
Chug, 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 chug. Chubba Bubba All Lard and Gravy Sports Drink.
I remember when Karen had just given birth to Emily. She was our third baby in 4 years, and I knew the responsibility was going to be immense. That's when I decided to visit National American Bank and Trust. I had problems, and they offered solutions. You see, my friend Larry works there as a janitor, and he loaned me $50 so I could buy a one-way bus ticket to Daytona and get a fake driver's license. Suddenly, my responsibilities vanished, and I was able to go back to visiting strip clubs. Thanks, National American.
Everybody in assless chaps.
And now, once again, the St. Joseph's Historically Inaccurate Boys Choir.
Perfect. I always welcome